Okay, folks, that last one sort of ran out on us. And what C is asking us to do, it says graph your model and label the point that represents the distance traveled after 30 days. Okay? Well, let's go back up here for just a minute. This is the model that Kyle came up with for us. Okay? So we've got f of x is equal to 50 miles over 1 day, right? So that's a slope times x plus 0. Okay, now remember, f of x is the same thing as y, so since they asked me to graph it, I'm going to put y is equal to 50 over 1x plus 0. Okay? Now, because this is a real-world problem, and the units are different between the x-axis and the y-axis, I'm actually going to use a different scale for the two things, okay? Because we're doing 50 miles in 1 day, and we're talking about 40 days and several thousand miles, okay? So I'm going to draw my x and y-axis, okay? Sort of like this. And in fact, I'm going to call this days and this miles. And that makes sense, right? Because we plug in the number of days here for x, days, and then the miles, y is equal to the miles, or f of x is equal to the miles, okay? Now, since we're talking about 40 days, I'm going to let each one of these equal, I'll let them equal 5. That's 5 days, 10 days, 15, 20, 25. I don't like that last one. Let me move that back. Okay. All right. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I need to move days out. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, okay? And since we're talking about thousands, I'm going to let this be 500. That's going to be 1,000. That's 1,500. That's 2,000, okay? So I'm letting these scales be different because they're different units, all right? We generally only do that with word problems, real-life problems, make those units different like that, okay? Now, I know that the y-intercept is 0. So I'm going to put a dot right here. When I plug in 30, I got 1,500. So do you see that this is a point? 30, comma, 1,500. We showed that in one of the earlier videos. So I'm going to plot 30, 1,500. That goes right here. Okay. I know because they told me at the beginning of this that after 40 days, I've gone 2,000 miles. Okay, so that's about right here. Now, when I draw that line, hopefully, it's going to look something like that. All right, now if they ask me, estimate how many miles that the butterflies have gone after 15 days. Well, 15 days is right here. All right? And the y will tell me how many miles, maybe 750 miles? If I plug that in, I could check it. Okay? They didn't ask me that. I'm just throwing that in there for free. Okay? All right, great job, guys. You're ready for your homework.